Our vision is to be the leading national law firm famous for the client experience. We need to have a working environment that is attractive to our staff. We need the ability to attract and retain the best talent. We have a fixed amount of accommodation here in Thames Valley, so the choice was we either extend that accommodation or we do something different with it. So the option to move to an agile working way seemed to us something we absolutely had to investigate.
We chose Claremont because of their experience in helping other law firms make the transition to a more agile way of working.
Claremont and the senior management team within Shoosmiths put an awful lot of effort into the sort of research and the background for this. It was a big step.
We went through a survey of all the employees in the team. We then did a desk audit.
With Claremont, we worked to look at occupancy around the office and how that might change going forward to agile.
All of those sort of conceptual conversations very much actually prompted an awful lot of discussion about how we could work better and smarter.
What they presented to us in terms of their view of what agile could look like for Shoosmiths in this location seemed the best choice for us. We produced a workbook to describe what agile working was for Shoosmiths and actually to cover off some of the questions, some of the concerns, and equally to lay down some ground rules about the do's and the don'ts of our new agile working environment.
Not having a desk was probably the concern that myself and a lot of the team members had, because we're all so used to having our own desk and coming in every day. However, it's been very easy to adapt.
The layout of the office means that you are constantly interacting with other teams. There's just that overlap, and people will wander over and say, I've just spoken to a certain client, they might be interested in this, what do you think?
One of the things that Claremont were able to identify for us was that the vast majority of time that solicitors spend in the office, they are working quietly and concentrating on specific documentation. And what we had to try to do is make people move away from that area when they were having conversations to allow those people that were still at their desks to work quietly and be able to concentrate.
If you want to have an informal meeting with a member of staff, you can easily move to a pod area, to a small conference room. And of course, we've got a suite of space for external client meetings.
As part of our change to agile working, we also had to introduce lots of different technology to enable us to embrace that way of working.
We now all have laptops which have wireless connectivity all around the office.
We are able to pick up the computer, go and work wherever we need to and talk to clients. Having the headsets mean that we can make notes at the same time that we are talking to clients or talking to colleagues. Having conference calls is now far easier internally as a result of the new technology that we have.
It's a much more flexible, usable way of working.
The majority of client files now are all saved electronically, so we've gone paper light, so we don't actually need a physical file. Provided you have your laptop, you've pretty much got everything you need.
In terms of any hard copy files that do need to be kept, they'll all go into the roller racks that are just behind our desk that can store a lot of files.
The staff have found the new working environment to be a much more inspiring place to work. It's a much more modern way and it allows them to work flexibly. They can be working in different areas on different parts of their job and just keeps them inspired and energised throughout the day.
I can now absolutely categorically say that the move to Agile has been an absolute benefit to me, to the practice, to the business.
Working with Claremont was a very positive experience. They do understand the way we work. They understand a lot of our priorities in terms of the look and the feel that we're trying to achieve. They delivered on time and on budget. We found them a very professional organisation to work with who have taken the time to understand our organisations and our key priorities, which for me as Chief Executive is very important.